The Triple B Podcast would like to invite you to come break bread with your brothers. If you like what you're hearing on the show, if you think we missed the mark, or if we got it all wrong, reach out to us on social media. We can be reached on Twitter at triple_B_pod or search Brothers Breaking Bread Podcast. We are the Brothers Breaking Bread on Facebook, and our email is brothersbreakingbreadpod@gmail.com. Further descriptions are in the show notes. Like, follow, friend, do all that good stuff, and please never forget to break bread with your brothers.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling on the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling on the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling on the spot. How y'all doing? We out here, chilling on the spot. What up?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Brothers Breaking Bread Podcast in the house. Hey.
We'll have a little potluck. It'll be good.
Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's not just talk about it.
This is a beautiful thing, man. It's all this blackness, and we all just getting together, we playing dominoes, we eating, we drinking.
And, food is always just the extra, man.
They deprive these people of their basic human rights, and we call ourselves Americans. We're supposed to be above all this.
They'll fake the crisis. They'll make it seem way out of proportion.
We brothers, we breaking bread.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling on the spot. What up?
Trying to hold it all together, man. Life is moving fast right now, man. So it's good to have everybody come through.
I love that, man. I love it a lot more than I could say to you guys.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? Relevant Jones with Dick Dash.
Okay, I'm not home.
Do what now?
I'm not home.
Okay, but you ordered Dick Dash this morning, so here I am.
Okay, I actually ordered that meat to come before I left to go to work this morning.
Okay, but
So
look,
it's too
I was
late
running
now.
behind. Say what?
It's too late now.
No, it ain't never too late. Listen, I was running behind with another customer. She ordered the 6-inch pack, but then as we got things going, she wanted the whole 10. So we had to do that, and things just run over. But I'm here now, so you can come on home and we'll knock your appointment out.
Okay, so I didn't need to know about your other customer.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm already gone, so
Well, let me say
I
this.
just have to put in another order.
No, let me say this. No, ain't gonna be no other orders. When I bring that meat this far, you talking about miles and miles. We just don't go back like that. So what I'm saying is, you can be put on the. You don't want to get blocked. You know what I'm saying? You need to come on, see this meat, and then you can go back to work.
Hey, nigga. Triple B Podcast. Brothers Breaking Bread. You don't want to get blocked, bitch.
For miles and miles away.
Miles
and miles away.
Deliver this meat.
We in the house.
Shit, all this meat.
We in the house. You know what? 10 meters. And we got usually it's me and Joe, half of the brothers of Doom Joe Jeff, who are co-recording. But now we're trying out a different co-recording. We got the soldier, Zeb, and half of the brothers of Doom Joe Jeff in the same house recording. What's going on, fellas?
Oh, man.
Chilling, man. Chilling in the city. Touchdown.
Touchdown! And I'm the Casey Stewart. There we have it. You know what? Before we get into the check-in, I'm going to let the rest of this shit play out.
Okay, I tell you what, just put me on the wait list then. How about that?
No, you about to be on the block list. That means you won't be getting any meat from Dick Dash. You called us. That's the main thing is you called us. Now we here to service you. We gave you an appointment window. It's a window. It's a window for this meat.
Okay, but you didn't come during the window.
But you gonna come if you come on home. That's the thing. Because
You know what?
No,
Okay,
no, listen to me now. Because what you don't want to do is you don't want to be on that block list, because then you'll end up emailing me, calling me more and more, and you'll want it's a fee to get unblocked. The block fee is $1,000.
God.
Okay, I tell you what, I'm at work right now, and I'm not going to do this.
Listen, I understand your little job, whatever you're doing, but right now you're affecting not only my livelihood, but you're affecting other people's livelihood, because I have other employees that I pay with Dick Dash.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, you know that customer you was just telling me about? Why don't you go back and see that customer?
Look. I don't know if you can you see my whole shorts and everything?
Yeah, I see you.
You need to get ready, so come on home.
Okay, I gotta go.
Boy. Hey, man, ring technology bringing it to you, man.
Dick Dash.
Dick Dash.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty. All right, man. This. I can't stop laughing. I can't. If a nigga show up in a fucking jumper at your door, he mean business.
He does.
Understand that.
With the shirt wide open.
Shirt wide open with a single row.
His shirt open to the fucking pubic hair.
His shirt
to the happy trail. Nigga.
Belly button is exposed. With the gold chain, that nigga mean business. He coming there to knock down all the walls in the house.
Some reconstruction.
Some remodeling.
Oh. What they say,
like demo around here.
What they say, leave the door open. He ain't gonna leave no door unopened, nigga.
He gonna tear the bitches off the hinge.
Oh shit, that's good. That's pretty good. All right, man. As I said before, new co-location recording. The soldier then flew in. I said, on his private jet, his car.
From Colombia.
From Colombia.
My private Honda.
His private Honda from Columbia, Missouri. Hey, man, I do just want to just say, if I didn't have my littles, I would have came out, especially for the barbecue, but more for the company of you brothers. I would have brought my laptop and everything. We could have made it happen. But sorry I couldn't be there.
Happen again.
Yes, sir. It's going to happen again for sure. But let's get these check-ins going. 8, 10. How you living, pimp?
Living foul. Living foul.
You foul?
Oh, man.
You got that dirty dicking?
No.
Triple D photography.
Damn,
Triple D.
Go again. Why y'all bringing up old shit, though?
You the one talking about living foul, nigga.
Nigga. Shit.
I mean, you was Dick dashing, nigga.
I wish. Anyway, so, no. They got your boy deployed, and I use the term deployed very loosely because I'm not in the military anymore. They got me deployed doing other jobs around the hospital, and it's really, I'm away from doing what I like to do in the hospital, but basically transporting patients to and from the emergency room department to the CAT scan. And so I'm getting a variety of patients, whether they are well or, injured, and I'm also getting COVID patients. So, it's not too much physically taxing. It's more mentally taxing because I have to stop what I'm doing, don protective gear, make sure that I'm protected, make sure that the patient is protected and everything like that against the coronavirus, and transport them from where they are to the CT room. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. Other than that,
hey, what brought that about, real quick, man?
Oh, what brought it about was they started canceling a lot of the elective cases in my department. Well, pretty much all the cases in my department is elective. So they started canceling any cases that required an overnight stay. And now we're down to, like, we used to do 20, 30 cases a day. 10 to 20 cases a day. Now we're down to 5 to 6 cases a week. So that's a drastic.
Basically because of COVID.
Because of COVID, yeah. Because of the influx of patients in our hospital. Our hospital remains full. All of the beds, all of the ICU beds are taken, basically, in this hospital.
Yeah.
So, and also what's really grating too is every time I leave this place, I always see the morgue car pass in front of me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, come on, people, please do. I mean, y'all got to be smarter than this. I mean, we're literally losing this war. We're losing this fight, you know. And I mean, I just see people dying every day, you know, on a daily basis and everything like that. So today was probably the first day out of the entire week that I did not see the morgue car. And not to say it didn't pass, I just didn't see it.
You just didn't see it.
Yeah. Right. So.
Man, that's crazy. It's rough out here, man.
Yeah, it is. It's rough. It is rough. So I say, man, do what you can to protect yourself. If you don't get the shot, wear a mask, at least. You know, protect yourself, protect others, you know, think of others and things like that. You know, that's my
Stop wilding out at your kids' school, man. About masks, you know.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
We're going to talk about that.
Be smart about the shit.
Yep.
But like I say, other than that, man, everything is pretty much normal here. You know, I'm just staying, trying to stay positive. And I'm also, you know, trying to stay safe, you know, staying away from large crowds and things like that. So.
Oh, good shit, man.
Hey.
But how? I mean, but you're good. You holding up. I know that. Seeing that more court can play.
Yeah, I'm holding up. Like I said, I probably have to go back to the counselor.
Yeah,
you know, to get that, you know, to talk about that, get that part in check. But other than that, I'm holding up and I'm trying to stay positive.
All right, man. You know we're here for you. It ain't just a podcast. It's brothers who are here for you. We just don't break bread here on this recorded album or podcast. We here for each other throughout the week.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And that's the one thing that has been keeping me going is, you know, going back and finding content for the show and, you know, commenting and things like that. So that's been helping a lot too.
Okay.
So,
all right, man. Yeah. Take care of you.
Yeah, most definitely.
All right. Hey, Zeb,
what's up with you, man?
You logged in before we finished the pregame. I'm surprised. I'm joking. It's an ongoing joke.
Better than when I'm at the crib, huh?
Nah, but for real, man.
And I took a wrong turn, man.
It's all good. It's good.
I found my ass in Grandview, bro.
It's good to hear your voice. I'm glad you're in the city. Like I said before, I hate that I didn't get to see you. But how you living, bro?
Oh man, everything's cool. Just came down for my mom's birthday yesterday. So you know, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. I wasn't even sure whether I was gonna be here for the night. For last night, I wasn't sure if I was gonna stay over, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna stay over tonight. But you know, just the way everything kind of played out, I decided to go ahead and you know, just take my time and chill, man. You know, I ain't been in the city for a minute, even though I'm less than 2 hours away. But you know, I just don't get the opportunity too often to come and hang out, man. So trying to make the most of it for real.
That's good shit, man. That's good shit.
I feel you. I'm real bad about like hitting people up when I'm in a city because I don't want to be a burden. But I definitely I want my boys to see some MU football before they go off to college. So we definitely
for sure.
Yeah, we gonna try to get up that way. If not this year, for sure, their senior year. But yeah,
hey, shit, hit me up. We make a road trip out of it, man.
Nigga, oh, you already know it's gonna hit you up, nigga. We gonna be up in them streets.
Yeah.
I mean,
you might want to wait till next year then.
in them streets, respectively, with 17-year-old boys. Yeah. Anyway.
That's true.
Yes, sir. But hey, man, glad you good. How that baby doing though, pimp?
Oh man, he's cool. You know, Joe saw him a little bit ago. He was with us at the restaurant. In there yelling and screaming, making a mess.
Got that blowout, bro.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah,
I love
that Michael Jackson afro.
That good hair. I love it. I love that black hair.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, man, he's just been loving it being away from the crib and being around the family.
Okay.
Seeing my little sister, his aunt, and his cousin.
Okay.
And of course his grandparents. So.
All right, man. That's good shit, bro. That's good shit.
Hey, just so Zeb know, I'm making public notice. I'm locking the door until this nigga record a verse.
Oh.
Come on, Ike Turner.
He ain't leaving unless
I know, right?
He gotta record a verse before he can leave.
Hey, I didn't know.
Witness to my tipping skills.
Hey, hold on. I didn't know Joseph was short for Joe Jackson, nigga.
It is.
God damn.
That's 2 weeks in a row you made a reference to that, nigga. Hold on.
My bad.
That's 2 weeks in a row I've been Joe Jackson.
My bad.
Hey, you sound like a pattern to me, man.
Pick up that guitar. Get in there. Keep up.
Hold on now, Zeb. That tempo wasn't quite right. I'm tired. I'm tired, Joe. I'm tired. I want to go home and see my babies.
Still got to drive, Joe.
Hey, that's good shit. Hey, Joe Jackson, how you living, pimp?
Every day is a thriller.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Off the wall up in this motherfucker. We living off the wall. Oh man. So man, school starts Monday. We spent the week just trying to get ready for it, man. So I don't know, man. Just getting back into the routine.
All right. I feel you.
Roger, what's up with you, man?
Before I get into me, member of the show, Lady Lavender, she went out to Las Vegas, did her thing.
Yes.
And you talk about D1 collegiate athlete as far as on a track field. She went out there. She started 14 months ago into this journey. As far as like diva bodybuilding, if she was here, she would probably correct me as far as the specifics. But I'll just read her post. I walked into this competition confident in myself and my progress, but I am still pleasantly shocked to say that I won the 40-plus diva bikini division and placed second in 35-plus diva bikini division at the WBFF Entertainment World Championships in Vegas, and I am now a WBFF Pro. Shout out to her.
Yeah,
that's what's up. Congrats to that, man.
And
man.
I know I talked to her personally. The commitment of 2-a-day workouts, changing her diet completely to do this. So shout out to her. Even though she's not here on the air, she's always contributing. Whether it's sending news articles to me and Joe Jeff, she's always doing her part to make sure we have content for the show. So salute, and she's getting ready. She's already back in the lab, as we say in the hip hop community, back in the lab, getting ready for next year to be a pro and get on that stage. So shout out to her. Keep up the hustle, and hey, respect.
All right.
And she's about to jump in the classroom too.
Back in the classroom.
Back in the class.
Yep.
Oh.
And I'm jealous. I want that Wu Tang shirt she had. She put on her post.
Yeah.
I'm jealous. I want that T-shirt, woman.
I kudos. Hey, congratulations. Look like you getting what's coming to you.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. Hard work pays off.
Yeah. Good shit.
As far as me, I mean, hey, personally, life is good. I can't complain. Kids good. I'm good. We got doctors driving around in Teslas, listening to the show, sending us good episode shout outs. Ooh, shit, excuse me. I think I've been drinking and I had something tomato based, so I might be burping. I apologize, y'all. 10 know what's up. Source on my side eye. I've been loving my WGU school. We talked about it, but they got to figure out something better for these projects. If I send my project to the course instructor and he says, awesome, looks great, you would think that the people who evaluate it would say, passing, at least?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would think.
You would think. So after 3 times of him saying looks great and it being sent back to me, on that 4th time, I mean, I finally got my software project, whatever thing, passed. But I was like, hey, man, hold on, nigga. I didn't say nigga, but I should have said nigga. Hold on, nigga. How can you, as the course instructor says, it looks great, but the people who evaluate it say, yeah, it ain't good, send it back. And then also, something that troubles me is if every category reaches competency, but you say my dictation and the way I worded things doesn't make sense, how can that be? Joe, you're a teacher.
Is it Uchi Wally Wally or is it One Mike?
Exactly. So you had to read it, right? So if you read it and you said, oh yeah, each block of this is competent, how can my structure and grammar not be competent?
Right.
Yeah, something ain't adding up.
Right? No.
No.
Yeah, it must be Black Girl Law.
I don't know. Hey, dog, you talk about
you for ice or something.
Hey, dog, you talk about a nigga who had that meme from what was that, the not The Hangover? What is it? I guess it is The Hangover. Yeah, The Hangover, where that motherfucker sitting there at the bar at the blackjack table and all them numbers is flying around his head. I'm like, wait a minute, how can I be competent in everything but grammar? And then not only that, I get like you say punctuation or whatever, but then you say your grammar doesn't make sense, and I'm like, so how is it competent and everything else? You had to read it, right?
Know that anything else is competent if you can't understand it.
Exactly.
Anyway, all right. And then hold on, let me slide into this. I just thought about this because Joe said I'm turning to an old nigga.
The way Glenn Miller played
songs that made the hit parade.
Yeah, I did it for my own segment. This is gonna be the old nigga segment from Roger because Joe said I'm turning to an old nigga because I be complaining about traffic circles and shit. My new old nigga complaint is, hey man, if we at the grocery store, don't sit your goddamn grocery cart in the middle of the aisle.
Pick a side, bitch. Pick a side.
Pick a side, bitch. And then when I say excuse me, do not look at me like I'm at your house telling you to move out the way.
You in the wrong.
I know. And then on top of that, you can't be, you know what? I don't want to body shame, but I'm about to body shame. You can't be 300 pounds walking down the middle of the aisle and then get mad at me because I tell you to move to the side.
First of all, them aisles is little as shit anyway.
Nigga, hold on, dog. This was an aisle at Sam's Club. You ever been to Sam's Club? I haven't been to Sam's Club. Them aisles is big as shit. Your big fat ass and your 2 kids walking down the middle of the Sam's Club aisle, and I can't even pass.
I can't say.
My bad. I'm
Stuck
sorry.
in that LA traffic, huh?
Nigga, I'm sorry.
Bosco.
I thought this was the.
And you know what? I'm just. My nigga Joe pointed out to me. I'm just gonna embrace it. I'm turned to an old nigga, and Archie Bunker theme. There we go. Cause I was just like, nigga.
We got Clint Eastwood and Archie Bunker.
Yeah, dog. Cause I was walking down the aisle and I started getting upset and I started smiling. Cause I said Joe would be like, nigga, you old. And I was like, if these bitches don't move out the way.
I was to my girl last night about self-checkouts, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just even the fact of them.
Oh, your
I
girl?
feel like I should get paid up in this motherfucker.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can still remember when everybody had they had lanes and they had somebody checking you out.
Right.
You also had somebody a separate person bagging your shit.
Dog.
Right.
But hold on, dog.
And that's why I try not to use them. I use one today, but I try not to use them because I figure that's just a mechanism by the man to steal motherfuckers' jobs.
Dog.
You know
The problem is the people at the checkout. I don't want to say it. I'm gonna say it. They retarded. A lot of them don't know anything, nigga. Today, this woman, I should say this person, because it happened with men too. This person spent at least 10 minutes trying to figure out which version of jalapenos I had, even though I should say peppers. Even though I kept trying to tell her those are habanero peppers, she didn't believe me. So I had to sit there as she thumbed through her thesaurus or Encyclopedia Brown fucking peppers. I almost said, bitch,
Trying to
just
match the pictures and shit.
yeah. I almost said, bitch, just keep them. I don't care. I'm trying not to go through the self.
Hey, shame what you cheap, man. Shame what you be paying for habaneros when they was jalapenos or some shit.
But she didn't even know. She didn't even know.
6 cents.
Dog, she
3
literally,
cents.
she literally said, "What are these?" And I was like, "What? Is this? Y'all trying to get me on camera so y'all can arrest me in the parking lot? Cause I got habaneros, which are like $2 more expensive than jalapenos. This is a trick question. But then also, you know what? Hold on. Let me play a little more of this. Okay, there we go. Also, this is a new thing in grocery stores. They don't put up the sign that says this person is under 21 and can't ring up your alcohol. You notice that too?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They got to get a whole nother motherfucker to come
And I
over
hate to say this. This woman looked 40. I don't know what going on in her personal life. I don't. You know what? I don't want to get into that. Cause now I've gotten hip, especially at a Price Chopper.
She been ridden hard and putting her bed wet.
Nigga, she ain't got no bed, Joe. She just outside.
Out there in the barn.
She's just out. She's just out there. She just out there in nature. So and so I noticed this especially at the hood Price Choppers. They won't put up a sign that says, you know, this person, blah, 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 no liquor, blah, blah, blah. So I try to look at their faces, nigga. I look at their faces like, okay, she young. I thought this woman was at least 35. And so, you know, we going through the thing, boop, 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 boop. She looked at my bottle of Tito's. I said, God damn, how old are you? Why you look 35? In my mind, I didn't say it out loud. In my mind, I said that. And nigga, I had to wait there for like 5 minutes for some woman to come and ring my shit up. I was like, I just go to the self-checkout.
That's some Clint Eastwood shit right there, bro.
Nah, at the self-checkout, there's always an old white woman. Every price chopper I've been at.
It is. There absolutely is.
Right.
I was like, damn, bro,
Right.
just relax, bro, relax.
But I got shit to do.
I feel it. That 5 minutes killed you. I know it.
It don't. No, the 5 minutes don't kill me. The fact that there are like 90 people behind me who all have the same agenda. That's where I'm like, okay.
But them motherfuckers behind you though.
They behind me, but I don't want to hold them up.
Yeah, I feel.
Anyway, that's my Archie Buncher. I've been drinking.
But
at some point in time, I'll probably fall asleep during the show. I don't know.
That's that Tito's on her.
Tito's. Anyway, but yeah, check in good, life good. WGU definitely. Hold on, I'm gonna hop back to that too. Y'all need to update y'all video. They put out a video that tells you. I mean, it's not like type this verbatim, but basically gives you a blueprint for the project. They like, we've changed the requirements. I don't know why we keep putting that video out. And I'm like, nigga, what? Once again, I didn't say nigga out loud, but in my head, I said nigga. but I did say what on the phone when I talked to the mentor. Anyway, move on. Hold on. Biden, I'm joking. Biden will withdraw all U.S. forces from Afghanistan by September 11, 2021. Hold on. The Afghani said,
I put two up in my front, I know a few who love to flex. You can boot up if you want, watch I put two up in your chicks. Shout out to my niggas.
Hey, can I put out there the best intro to one of the most disappointing songs? Anyway. When I heard that boom, 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 I'm like, are they about to start spitting? It was like, and then what could you I'm like, I don't know what's happening. Let me turn this off. Anyway.
Nigga, why you sound like a Taliban rapper?
I didn't what it is. That's racism. Nigga, shut up. Turn your microphone back up so you can drown me out. This is the wrong time for you to be technically correct. But now, you know what? I didn't even realize the exact withdrawal date.
September 11, 2021.
Yeah.
Come on, it's 20 years since the attacks.
No, I get that. I get the math. All I'm saying is I didn't know it correlated with a specific date that was drawn to 9/11.
U.S. forces, Afghanistan. So wait. Did they not already withdraw all forces?
No. They left some in there, I think, to help with like the allies and shit with the translators and
training and all that type of shit.
Yeah.
Is that who they had to go back in for? It was forces, or I thought they were going back in for like just Americans.
You also have like quote unquote contractors who were either translators or people who were help with interrogations, things of that nature. Doing that whole quote unquote campaign that I was just like, what?
Hey, did either of y'all go to Afghanistan?
No. Both my tours were Iraq. Even though I got on the back end, back when I was about to retire, we had 8 or 9 soldiers who got pulled for a mission to Afghanistan. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I have never saw combat.
You didn't have no tours?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. But
yeah, I didn't realize that it was just that September 11th was a specific date or deadline.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to. That was my big thing. Yeah, Zeb. Like I didn't realize it was like, so they're gonna be a big ass to do about it, And then on top of that, we always know we leave a small footprint wherever we go.
Right, of course we do.
Well, that motherfucker got smaller this week.
It got way smaller this week.
I heard they took over, I guess, some bases or whatever, and a gang of weapons that was left behind.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard the Taliban made a hella come up on night vision goggles.
That sounds like what ISIS did too, though, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, it's like, yeah, we pull out, leave shit behind, but it be equivalent to me staging a war in Joe's backyard, and then Joe, when I leave, they say, radical A5A member procures a base from.
Damn, you came for the frat, bro. Hold up.
No, I'm just saying.
A lot of things. You had to come for the frat?
My bad. I don't know. Radical school board member comes for.
I ain't school board, but I feel you. I hear what you're going with.
But I think I said in the chat group too. It's like them headlines be real bad. I'll be like, it should just read, local niggas secure and clean up trash left behind by motherfucking the America.
So I mean, I know you got a different point of view, being that you been over there, you ex-soldier, but also not more than just a soldier. You a black ex. What you? I mean, I don't know if are you ex-soldier or you just soldier on weight, like on weight.
I guess technically I'm still a soldier because I am in the retired reserves, which means I'm not allowed to get too fat.
Okay.
Basically.
So with that all being said, I know your perspective is a little different. I don't know, man. It sounds like we spent 20 years over there. I tell you what people put out there, and it kind of reminds me. It reminds me of Saigon.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially the video footage we will play. We will play. Sorry.
But yeah, so, but I know that we talk. Obviously 75, I wasn't alive. You know what I'm saying? I was born 3 years later. But you know what I'm saying? We spent time Vietnamization of the war. We spent time putting the war in the hands of the Vietnamese, and then we got the fuck out of there. And as soon as we left, Saigon fell.
Right.
And to this day, Vietnam's a communist nation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not even called Saigon anymore. It's called Ho Chi Minh City.
Ho Chi Minh City. So
I mean, I think that what happened today, basically, and that's what they used to say, that Afghanistan was Russia's Vietnam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then with Russia, the Taliban was basically what we created to I don't know if they went under the name of the Taliban, but basically what we used to hold up and freeze up Russia.
Yeah. Right. So you go watch Charlie Wilson's War.
Indeed, great movie.
Charlie Wilson's War. But so with that all being said, though, man, I mean, it felt like we was leaving Vietnam, and we left it up to them, and they just got overrun. It was like the same day.
Right.
like I don't know. We set the date, and then we bounced, and then they was like, all right. Y'all leaving at 12? We'll be there at 1.
Right.
I was right there.
I don't know, man.
So,
it's I know a lot of my brothers and sisters out there in the military, or I know a few. I've had one or two Facebook posts with a few, talked to a few offline, and it's like, I know they lost friends and brothers and sisters in the fight.
And that's what I was saying. It felt like we spent 20 years fighting for a cause, and then just fucked up the end game and just walked out that bitch and left.
But I asked them, what was the cause? And one was like to defeat the Taliban. How do you defeat an idea? The Taliban is built upon some kind of radical idea. How do you defeat that with just raw power?
You win the hearts and minds.
But how? When you're bombing the Taliban,
you're bombing, man. Blue jeans and Coca-Cola. That's how you win that, man.
I get it. But like I told one of my, I ain't gonna say his name on here, but he's a dude I respect. We went to basic training together. We both put the time, sweat, and tears. We both lost friends in this horrible struggle as far as like American supremacy. I saw it as a job. I'm sure he saw it as something different. But as I asked him, like that's what I said here, like, how do you defeat a fucking idea? How do you? And then if your way of defeating the idea is bombing and destroying and shooting the populace, which means you are shooting innocents, how can you win anything? All you're doing is creating.
But was it really another objective disguised as
I don't think so.
Bring democracy, to Afghanistan, or defeat, or just being able to not allow Afghanistan to be this echo is kind of fucking me up. My bad. To be a place for.
I told you, take the earphones out.
Yeah, take the earphone out. Joe is learning. Take the earphone out as you talk.
For terrorists to train, you know what I'm saying? Which is what they said Afghanistan was leading up to 9/11. Which is why we went and attacked them. Mm-hmm. We went and invaded Afghanistan and there were other reasons, of course, instead of invading Saudi Arabia. In Egypt, which where the terrorists came from, or at least the majority of them.
Yeah.
So I always wondered what the real. I heard things about.
They were supposed to be harboring them there, though.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I don't.
Even though we found the main man in Pakistan, but whatever.
Here's the thing, though.
We Iraq because what's his name, Saddam Hussein, was supposed to be, in possession of some mass destruction, but that was never found either. So.
But here's the thing, though. We all here.
We can talk about all that shit.
Here we are. We all here. We all smart. We all know what's up. The thing is, people ain't smart. People ain't know what's up. So let's backtrack. 9/11 happens. Something that maybe happens on a smaller scale in these quote unquote third world countries every day, and we're like, oh no, this can never happen to us. And so somebody got to pay. But we know it can't be the motherfuckers who got a certain percentage in our economy, Saudi Arabia. So we know that ain't about to happen. So somebody who is brown, who looks like Saudi Arabians, got to pay. Oh, wait a minute.
Hold on. And I understand these people were mainly Saudis.
But the money came.
Or Egyptians, and I understand that we have close connections economically with both, but weren't they physically training in Afghanistan?
But I'm saying once again, the money and the financial backing. You trace that money. Where does it come from?
It's coming from Saudi Arabia.
Very well.
That's what I'm saying. No, I get it. They may have been training somewhere, but
right. But that financial backing is coming from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. At the same point in time, the people who were the Taliban were training in Afghanistan. Who were they being funded by? America.
But here's the and the funny, and I get we get to chase the money, but the fucking actual people were sitting in Taliban controlled areas, and we was like, give up the motherfuckers, and they was like, nah.
Yeah, but they might be.
And so I mean, if we trying to get these motherfucking particular people.
Right, but we also have CIA operatives who are Americans who are sitting in controlled countries, who are funding and informing and also training people. What does that mean?
You over here trying to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we pointing the finger at you, three fingers pointing back at us. Hold up, man.
All I'm saying, my bottom line is.
We fucking
my bottom line is there was nothing that. To me, what I know, little that I know, I'm no fucking analyst, that could say a 20-year war was okay in Afghanistan. Or you call it a war or a confrontation or whatever the fuck we're going to call it 10, 15 years from now. There's nothing that says this would happen. And the longer we stay in Afghanistan, the worse we made it. And but then again, that's the history of U.S. military. The U.S. military is not a police force. We're not police force. We're not humanitarian aid. We don't do that very well at all.
Y'all try.
No, nigga, we don't even try. We go on, nigga. The briefers are they.
That's what y'all say y'all do. How about that?
Nah,
they've been painting it, at least here the last, I don't know, week or so, since the Taliban was advancing on, what's the capital of Afghanistan? Kabul.
Kabul.
And since they overtaken it, it's been a lot of talk about the women in Afghanistan and their rights being, once again being.
We don't care about the rights of women in our own state.
And, basically, without actually saying it, they've been saying that without our protection, you know what I'm saying, these people, are in danger, basically. And they're going to be controlled by the Taliban and their version or interpretation of Islamic law. Sharia law. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man.
But once again,
in my opinion,
once again, the might of the military.
All right, hold on.
What's up?
Hello.
You cut out?
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you were still talking. Go ahead.
No.
Yeah, when you done, put the fucking earphone back in so you hear him talking.
No, but all I'm saying is.
Talking, nigga, chill out. Hold up, nigga. He's still talking. Hold
oh,
on.
my bad. I thought he stopped. My bad. I don't want to step on nobody. Once again, the United States military.
Both of y'all still talking, nigga. I got to figure this out, man.
Is Zeb talking?
Yeah.
In my opinion, both
Go ahead.
them better off, in they situation, because we can't stay there forever. So
Exactly.
either they got to figure that shit out on their own, or not. Whatever. And that's not to be cold-hearted or uncompassionate or whatever. Because I don't want to see no people being massacred or suppressed or oppressed. You know what I'm saying? But we're not creating any sort of permanent solution, and oftentimes we seem to make the shit worse at the end of the day. So that's what it seems like to me.
Yeah, that's I kind of agree with Joe, and what I mean by Joe Biden. When you said that, it's senseless for us to keep going when this is just a civil war. This is basically infighting with each other, and it's basically pointless for us to be still involved with all this infighting. So.
Well, but here we go though, right? So we talk about the quote unquote Taliban, whatever. Mm-hmm. You're talking about a very extremist, conservative version of Islamic law, some shit like that, whatever. And the U.S. military goes in and says, you can't enforce this extremist version of, conservative version of your Islamic law. What happens when China says, hey, America, your conservative version of abortion can't be enforced. We're going to come in and help all the women who want to get abortions.
That's a good point. That ain't happening.
So once again, I'm saying
y'all know that might makes right.
Huh?
Y'all know that might makes right.
Might makes right, yeah. So once again, as a member of the armed forces, we are horrible. I know the media portrays us as these, we come in and we hand out. Nigga, we are the worst versions of the police ever. Ever.
Man, thank you for your service.
Hey, dog, I was a medic. Hey, bro, they saw. Hey, when I went to MEPS, military in processing, blah blah blah. When I was in MEPS, they was like, "Hey, you're big. You want to be a infantryman?" I said, "No, I got a brain, nigga. I'm good."
No, thank you. Right. Exactly. Okay, ain't cannon fodder up in this bitch.
Nah, bro. So no, I take that back. They're very smart people in the infantry, and I know a lot of them. They took it because there was a $30,000 bonus with their enlistment. Anyway, that's different.
Yeah, you know what? My bad. That ain't no disrespect to motherfuckers that served and was infantry.
Oh no, there's a lot of them, dog. But then you're talking about a mercenary force almost, right? We gonna give you $40,000 tax free to sign up for infantry. That's a mercenary.
Is it one time?
Yeah.
Yeah, one time. First contract.
I don't know if that's worth it, bro.
No, but you think about it. You 18 years old. You coming in. You don't know shit about the world. We gonna give you $40,000 tax free off top.
Just to carry a rifle, basically.
We talking about it as older black men who got a little knowledge. You talk about 18-year-old who ain't never been nowhere, ain't done nothing. Mm-hmm. And at that point in time, you talking about.
That sounds real good, actually.
And at that point in time, there was no, because when I enlisted, it was before 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing I know, a year and a half later, Damon calling me talking about, "Hey, nigga, you about to go to war?" I said, "Why?" Turn TV on, nigga. I said, "Oh no, the buildings are burning. I might be out of war." Nigga, I was sitting on my bed like, "Oh no."
This is so not good.
This is bad. Hey, nigga, I was watching them planes crash into that building and crying. Not because I was sad for America, but because, like, I don't know what's about to happen.
You know what I was thinking when that shit happened, man?
What's up, Pimp?
Shazad was living right across from the World Trade Center on the New Jersey side of the Hudson.
Yeah.
And I was worried that, you know, seeing him being Pakistani, you know, Pakistani American.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That people would be just lashing out at anybody who look like an Afghani or, you know what I'm saying, whatever.
And they were. And
Muslim. Well, yeah, they might have, but it didn't seem like they did it to the extent that I thought it was going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
No. It probably wasn't as bad as media made it happen, but I know it happened, yeah.
Oh, I know it. Yeah, there was some pocket.
So that was one of the first thoughts that came to my mind that, you know what I'm saying, were they going to come up to Shazad? You know what I'm saying? So I was definitely checking in on him and making sure he was good, but.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, man. It's like, I know a lot of service members are like, what was gained? And I'm like, I agree with them. I don't know what was gained. I don't know.
We got Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, but we could have got that nigga without having to evade all of Afghanistan.
Oh.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You say so.
I do.
You see what happened to how we got him.
Yeah, but that nigga was held up because motherfucker knew the heat was on.
Yeah, but it took a nigga to go find him.
I don't know.
What nigga you talking about? What nigga? Oh, I got you.
That nigga.
But
Bush took his eye off the ball.
Yeah, it's one of those things where
But I think that was, cool because I think they wanted that. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say wanted it, but I don't think they really minded Osama being free because they, especially at that time, they gave you a reason to continue.
It propagated the war.
Yeah.
But here's my thing.
He was the symbol of the whole thing.
So we get Iraq. The nigga tried to kill my father. You know what I'm saying? Okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
But I think.
But I mean, we understand that in reality that Halliburton wants to get in there, that there's fucking, you know what I'm saying, oil to be got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like Afghanistan major export is opium.
Right.
Yeah, but I think like
do we need to get the opium trade and corner the market on that? Like I don't get Afghanistan if it's not
theories, man, but I don't know.
But I think
there's an economic theory behind Iraq. I don't understand an economic theory behind Afghanistan. If it's not, the only thing I can see is to chase down terrorism where they felt like it lied.
Mm-hmm.
And was it foolhardy 20 years ago? Maybe. But at the same time, I felt it was genuine. I don't know. Whereas Iraq, I'm not sure it was genuine. You know what I'm saying?
It was an add-on.
If you look at your screen right now, it always comes out on the back end. The Taliban are sitting on $1 trillion worth of minerals the world desperately needs.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
All right. See,
there's always a backstory.
Mm-hmm.
They got some rare earths up in there.
Well, I mean, when you talk about Africa too, though, right? That's why a lot of the China, Asian markets are building so much infrastructure in Africa.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So once again, why did we really go?
But see, if they sitting on us $1 trillion and we had the shit on lock, why the fuck weren't we mining that? Why weren't we extracting that?
I mean,
Because you gotta destabilize, and then you gotta infiltrate, and then you gotta say, "Oh, hey, remember we the ones that help you get free."
I
don't know, but maybe it was $2 trillion 20 years ago.
It might be it too. All we know is this. We've been doing this podcast for a minute. We all know the story that leads is covering the actual story. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna find out some shit a couple of months from now. And like Zeb said,
why they leave though? If this is the cash cow that we think, you know what I'm saying, if there's something going on that they making money off of this, why the fuck they trying to get out?
I mean, can you do it?
Why the fuck you got to
20 years, bro?
Can you do a deal with a country you're at war with?
How much are we really leaving?
I don't know.
For everything that we know, I imagine there's 10 things that we don't know.
See, there are known knowns and there are known unknowns.
What they say?
Unknowns, things that we don't know that we don't know.
All I'm saying, I don't know. Can you do a trade agreement with a nigga you was just at war with while you invading this country? I don't know the rules.
Yeah, you wasn't at war with the Taliban. You was at war with the government you installed. Right. I'm not at war with them, but you can do a trade deal with the banana republic you set up. You know what I'm saying?
All I'm getting out of this probably should have been in the fuckery part of the show.
You know how we do. We start off with real news and it turns into fuckery.
Real quick.
But no, but like actually, I meant to put this in the chat group, but like this thing literally came up while I was like going through and reviewing what you guys had posted, because sometimes I ain't got time to listen to the shit because of school. Not saying y'all, everything y'all do is is treasure. But yeah, man, definitely it'll be in the show notes, and we should we definitely put an eye on this. I ain't know, $1 trillion. That's a lot of shit.
$1 trillion worth of copper.
Well, not just copper. Minerals such as iron, copper, and gold are scattered across provinces. There are also rare earth minerals, and perhaps most importantly, what could be one of the world's largest deposits of lithium. An essential but scarce component in rechargeable batteries and other technologies vital to tackling climate crisis. So, the brother of the show, Uncle D, he ain't never got to be laid off again.
Ever.
I don't know,
they
man.
got the chips back.
I mean, you talk about
if we had stayed in Afghanistan.
That's where the rare earths are to make the chips, huh?
There you go.
I know when I hear that quote unquote rare earths, it's usually equated to Africa, and that's usually
China too, though, right?
Huh?
Well,
China too, though, right?
Well, China, Africa, because. I know. Big thing because China. That's why a big thing. Why I mentioned that China's building a big infrastructure in Africa is because Africa has a large deposit of these rare, quote unquote, rare minerals.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your little
they used
chips
to make processors and all that type of stuff.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So definitely keep an eye on that because everybody might be back at war with Afghanistan. Real quick.
Yeah, man.
It won't be war with Afghanistan. It's going to be war over Afghanistan.
Gonna be getting them Stark Technologies up online.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, we can deal with this all day, but as far as the war goes, yeah, I still think we could have got Bin Laden without wasting 20 years and lives and all that shit.
Yeah.
We got him 10 years ago or some shit.
Yeah.
So okay. So I'm pretty sure this is the next tab, but I'm gonna make sure though. But who do we blame for this shit? Like, is there blame to be assessed? Is this on Biden?
It's going. You know, if it's the thing of keep the same energy, it usually tends to go to the nigga sitting in the White House. when it happened.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, I get it. That's usually the flow of things, and I don't get too mad about it because that's what we tend to do. When the economy was bad, it was blame Barack, even though studies showed that he built the all metrics, he built it back up. And then when Trump came in and he rolled that rise up, and it was like, oh, it's Trump's reason why.
Yeah, you got the credit for it.
He got the credit for it. And now there's a downturn after Trump. I get it. Them is the rules.
Well, yeah, we understand that Trump set up this fucking deal for America to withdraw. They set a date. We've been talking for years about never wanting to set a date. That was a big thing that old boy from Arizona was on. McCain was on. Never set a date because then they gonna wait for, like I said, we gonna leave at 12. They're gonna be there at 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So we set a date under the Trump administration.
Yep.
And Biden said, "Hey, I was left in a fucking rock and a hard place. Either I stay in there in a war that's been on for 20 years that we need to find the exit strategy from, or we stay there and it should get escalated because they've been made a promise by my predecessor, and it's on like Donkey Kong." You know what I'm saying?
And hold on, Joe, before we go forward, and I will say for every service member who is there, man, woman, I don't know about the dogs, but I'm sure they want to get back to the house too. Them niggas want to go home.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't give like me. I didn't give a fuck if it was fucking. I've been to war. I've been sent to war under fucking Clinton, under Bush, under Obama. I just wanted to get to the house. So fuck all these pundits on Facebook. They just want to get to the house. I'll leave it at that. But go ahead, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I'd say what I had said.
I mean, in real talk, man, I credit Biden with just making a motherfucking decision. You know what I'm saying? And not just kicking the can down the road again.
Exactly.
Like I feel like Obama did. And I don't know what this next thing that we're about to touch on exactly is. But like I feel like, basically Trump did also. So, at some point in time, because whatever decision is made, especially when you make a definitive decision, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be arguments on both sides, whether it's the right thing to do or whether it was the wrong thing to do.
Did Obama kick the can?
I mean, he said, from what I remember, man, he just kept, like he was saying, he promised certain things, not necessarily that he was going to end the war in Afghanistan or Iraq. Or shut down. Well, he said he was going to shut down. What was it? Was it Guantanamo or the other one?
But see, now you mixing a whole bunch of things.
No.
I'm mixing about Guantanamo.
Okay, yeah. I'm not trying to talk about that.
I will.
I don't really know what his, exactly what his stance on Afghanistan was.
He created a surge on there because he said we've been over here wasting our time in Iraq.
When the
motherfucker who attacked us was.
Can I say one thing personally?
We need to. So he did.
Can I say one thing personally? Can I say one thing personally?
Yeah.
No, they can't hear you.
I will say under Obama there was a law. I don't know about Afghanistan, but during my time in Iraq, it happened. There was a large withdrawal of forces in Iraq. Operation.
That's what we're saying. They withdrew from Iraq to focus on Afghanistan.
There was Operation New Dawn. If you look that up, that was under the Obama administration. So there was a withdrawal of forces from one field, I guess, to the next. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, kick the can. I don't know. I think he was saying that the objective was we need to go get Osama bin Laden. And so they had a troop surge over there, and they de-escalated that. And now you can blame Obama for ISIS if you so choose.
Yeah.
Now if memory serves me correct, didn't we get Osama bin Laden like leading up to Obama's second term, like before the election?
It was in his first term. It was leading up to his second term. Yeah,
like right at the end. So, I mean, and I'm just going off of the words that you just used as far as withdrawing out of Iraq to go get bin Laden. I mean, to go get bin Laden.
But then I don't think.
But this is 2021. I mean,
you talking about 2021? It wasn't 2021 at the time. I'm saying
he served. Obama served until 16.
Up to 16. So what I'm saying is, for the 4 years after the surge,
I'm saying they was trying to do nation building.
Okay. Yeah.
They were trying to do nation building, and I guess at that time they still felt like it was doable.
That it was okay.
I think context and time have led the Biden administration to say, "Nah, we did what we can do over here."
Yeah, so that's really all I was saying was that I commend him for making that decision. I guess not making a decision, but making that particular decision.
Right.
Because what you're saying is that Obama also made a decision, but it was just to decrease out of Iraq and increase it to Afghanistan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And as a basic nigga, nation building from the level of using the United States military, that ain't nothing but gentrification with niggas with a bunch of guns. That's all that is.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even understand that term, nation building.
Well, that's what they said. They come in there and they build roads, and Taliban come and tear them fuckers right back up. You know what I'm saying?
Roads, aka.
But I'm just trying to. I don't know any examples of a successful nation building campaign that we've been involved in, at least.
It doesn't work because you can't use the United States military to nation build. It just doesn't work. We have historical going back. Just go back. We got Joe, the history teacher here. It just doesn't work well, especially when you talk about nations with brown people and Asian people. It just doesn't work very well.
I think it has a spotty history. I don't think it never works.
No, I said it doesn't work very well. I didn't say never.
Yeah, it's spotty. I think it's spotty.
Yeah.
I don't know if it worked. Me personally.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't work very well. Doesn't very well work. I mean, yeah, it leads itself.
Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it hasn't worked in the way that, in my mind, I think that it should work. Which is the way that I feel like the government and the media, kind of pushes it.
Manny Pacquiao is a senator in the Philippines.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
Nigga, the reason why the fuck they have a Senate is because we took fucking the Philippines over.
I hear that the Philippines are still pretty fucked up.
I mean, but that was 100 years ago. They self-govern. They have a fucking Senate. They have a fucking Congress. You know what I'm saying?
But just self-govern by itself doesn't mean it's great.
The Philippines. I can't speak on that.
I'm not saying that shit. Look, there's problems in America.
I know. That's why. But no, you agree with me.
America make a fucking country.
Hey, dog. Hey.
Everything is rainbows and unicorns.
Hey, Joe. All I'm saying is that's what I said. That's what I said.
Self-governance there.
No, what I said to my homeboy. But once again, self-governance is an illusion, as we all know sometimes. But what I said to my friend who was like, whatever. I said, my man, we got our own problems here in the U.S. We can't even govern ourselves. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, straight up. I mean, I'm just saying that I don't want to speak in absolutes. I don't want to say that it never works. I don't want to say that it always works. I'm just saying that it's fucking spotty as shit.
No, that's why.
You know what? I don't know what it means to work. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. I just really don't know.
So what I'm saying to you, if you're talking about nation building in a separate place, like somewhere else, if you establish a regime in a country and that country is self-governing under a democratic principle, which we set up, and that is long-lasting, and they're able to run their own country under the a model of American democracy. Now they probably not gonna take American democracy one for one, because fuck, when we go over to other countries, we don't talk about fucking electoral college. That's just fucking
hey, what you just said sound loaded as fuck. But I know what you're saying though.
Philippines.
Hold on. What'd you say, Raj?
No, I just said what you said sound loaded as fuck. But I know what you're saying.
Loaded. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm not there. It's spot. The history is fucking hit and miss.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just saying I'm laughing at America. I just want to make that sure. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you was an agent.
Oh no, I get it. Hey, I've been flamed up on Twitter before. The niggas been call me a murderer, and I just said no. I was the nigga that made sure the murderers survived the next day. They didn't like that comment.
I was prepared so they could murder some more.
Yeah, I was the one that just bandaged the murderers up so they can go and do some more murdering.
Restorative justice, huh?
Hold on, that might be the name of the podcast. Hold on. That's pretty good. Restorative justice. But no, I just want to make clear I'm not laughing at you. It's just like, here we... Restorative justice. I hate you. I'm still laughing at that. But yeah, man, it's I think it's one of those things where I think we all here, we fuck with America. We fuck with the idea of America, but we know the idea of America can be very heavy-handed and lean towards something that isn't not brownish, you know what I'm saying, or yellowish or reddish, you know. Right. So it tends to, whatever. I don't know. But yeah. I get it. The idea of something where it's self-governing and all this other shit is good, but sometimes America gets a little bit too involved in the self-governing. Can we agree with that?
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
governing.
We have a fucking checkered past, and but you know, I can't talk about that in class because that's critical race theory. So
yeah. I want you to keep your check, dog. I want you to keep your check because I don't. The last thing I need is Joe Jeff showing up like, nigga, I got fired, and with that big ass Sam's Club bottle of vodka, talking about we need to talk. And I'm like, oh no. No. So anyway, speaking of shuffling the blame, the RNC deleted a webpage hailing Trump's Taliban deal as fighters swept Afghanistan, but says it was part of a routine web maintenance. Huh?
Just happened to happen on August 15th, right? That's why he trying to avoid this blame. He said, man, nah, that's Biden's. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? And I mean, this is kind of related, but like, it's weird because people work no hours in the military and they like, hey, and they're all white. Hey, do you think there'll be more attacks on the U.S. because of this? And I'm like, because of what?
Is that your white people voice?
Yeah, that's my white people voice. I'm sorry. Hey, big nigger. I know you were in the military. Do you think that because brown people don't have to deal with us in their country, they're going to come over here and fuck with us? And I'm like, I don't know. We probably should have slapped the Saudis around, and I walk away. And they probably Googling Saudis as I walk away. Anyway, but no, man, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah. Anyway, and they probably all Trump fans too. Now I think about it.
All I know is Trump trying to erase some fingerprints, bro.
Yeah.
Very small fingerprints. Because he got
tiny fingerprints.
He got little bitch ass hands. Anyway,
small hands.
We spent a lot of time on this. Hold on. Oh, butt cheeks. Close that out. I don't know. Yeah, former. Damn. This. Hey, I know y'all never been deployed. This is funny though, right? I was trying to. I realized this was Afghanistan, but I saw these. These are called these HESCO barriers. They basically these little sacks they fill with sand, and they're pretty good. They're pretty good at stopping rounds. Somebody throws a grenade, or there's a mortar or something that goes outside the fence. It pretty much you can't get through that shit, right? But I was like, damn. And then I realized every base in the Middle East looks like this. I'll play this a little bit. Oh, sound.
Remains of the U.S. presence in much of Afghanistan. The hollowed-out skeletons of sprawling military bases, now under the control of the Taliban. Once there were hundreds of U.S.
Actually, we talked about this in our chat group. That wording pisses me off. Bases that were in control of U.S. forces now under the control of the Taliban. No, bitch. We left. They just taking back over their backyards.
Right.
It's just like it's that. That's why the news pisses me off because it's that triggering thing.
Yeah, they act like they went somewhere to go to take over the shit.
It's some old white man somewhere saying, "Oh no, they taking over the bases." Like,
well, I mean, on some paternalistic shit.
Yes, sir.
Don't we consider that to be American soil while we there?
We do.
Quote unquote.
Just like the embassies, they consider it. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Let me let them.
I'm trying to defer to the nigga who actually been on one. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if it has the same amnesty as a U.S. embassy, but it's definitely like we've made our footprint here. Don't cross this line.
Yeah. So I mean,
for all intents and purposes, that's what it seems like to me. But in reality, it's in that country. That's in Afghanistan.
Yeah, that's where I fall at. Like, it's not an embassy. It's basically somewhere we set up shop in your backyard. And we said, yeah, this was your backyard yesterday, but today you can't come here, nigga.
So you giving Guantanamo Bay back?
I would. But once again...
I mean, even the embassy, that's just like... I guess it's an agreement with that country. You know what I'm saying? More times than not, I don't know. But if we having to evacuate an embassy, they're going to talk about it the same way on the news. You know, as far as when people in that country go and take back, you know, that space.
That's the other thing this shit reminded me of is Tehran.
Yeah.
Tehran when 1979 when the fucking in Iran when the Shah, I don't know, I forget
was assassinated or whatever.
Something happened and basically they took over the embassy and kept like 400.
Argo, they had the hostage
situation.
Yeah.
Argo. If you ain't seen Argo, that's what that movie's about.
Is that the Olympic joint?
No, that's Munich.
Oh, no, Munich. My bad.
No, Argo. Yeah, they like I said.
I watched Argo too. My bad.
It was in 1979.
Yeah.
Munich was, I want to say 76.
Yeah, it's so much fuckery has happened in the 70s. My bad.
Yeah, 79. I was like,
that's when they took the Israeli team hostage. And was that the same?
So okay, they seized the U.S. embassy, and this is under the Carter administration. This is why Carter was considered a bad president.
No, I'm talking about the Munich.
Munich was about. Yeah, I think they had. I don't know. I remember
this summer, like this was part of the Israeli Olympic team or something.
Yeah, I think.
But what you talking about?
Was they seized the embassy in the American embassy in Tehran and basically had 100 some odd hostages there for over a year.
Yeah, for a long ass time.
And Carter gave up a lot of ground to get everybody back alive. You know what I'm saying? So I think some people blame him for that, but you know, Carter
negotiating with terrorists.
Yeah, Carter's humanitarian. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Think of how you feel. I was fucking one when it happened, so I don't know. If I was one.
I think you alluded to this, but once again, my if I was president, I just draw a line in the ocean, and I'd be like, if anything happens over this line in the ocean, we're gonna turn your country into New Orleans, which means a big ass bowl.
Which means what?
A big ass dust bowl.
Dust bowl. Huh?
So we ain't gonna send no forces over there. We ain't gonna invade your country. We ain't gonna try to turn your elections. But if you come over here and you bomb one of our buildings or fuck with anything over here on U.S. soil, basically, yeah, we're gonna turn your. You seen Katrina footage? Yeah, that's gonna happen to your country.
But nigga, that shit doesn't happen in a fucking bubble. It's not. You release a. I'm assuming you talking about a nuke.
That's fine.
You can't unleash a nuke without nukes coming back at you.
Once again, I'm the same man that says that humanity is at cease. So I would never be president.
I'm pretty sure you ain't gonna be no diplomat, bro. So
yeah, I mean, you want me to change my stance? I'm like, yeah, we ran our course. I'm gonna help it. I'm gonna help it all out.
It's coming from a nigga who said send the asteroid. So we ain't listening to this motherfucker for real.
No, hey, hey.
That would be the look. Dropping a fucking nuke on these motherfuckers unannounced would be the equivalent of sending the asteroid.
That's fine. That's fine. You bombed our buildings? Don't worry, we got something for your ass.
Watch me cut my nose off to spite my fucking face. How about that?
That's fine, nigga. That's fine. I'm ready to go.
That's where everybody else had this shit though.
I'm ready to go.
I'm gonna do that one.
We had not listened to this nigga. This nigga got an extinction agenda.
Oh yeah. Hey, I as I launched the nukes, I'm gonna have motherfucking bust around. There's only 4 years left. There's only 4.
I was just thinking bust around too. Extinction level event.
Yeah. I think it's Pharaoh Mars and Buster.
Yeah.
Nigga, yeah. We gonna have all of it as the nuclear weapon hits the earth. Oh, see, y'all did what to our buildings? Anyway, keep it moving. Yeah, but all bad. So here, we ain't gotta play that. We know what's happening. Donald Trump's piece of shit. Oh, damn, hold on.
Wait a minute. No.
This all right.
Oh, this nigga already laughing. Chill out, bro. Chill out.
Wow.
All right.
This shit is somber like a motherfucker, man.
No, this is all bad. This is what we talk about where, just the people who are just in the middle, caught up in all this shit, you know.
Right.
And I will say, when I was deployed, whether it be Bosnia, Iraq, here in America, there is a true divide, or several divides, right? Several steps between extreme poverty, poor, middle class, working class, however you want to label it. There are steps to this, right? Over there, man, for the most part, especially in some of these regions, ain't no fucking steps. There are none. Either you got it. It's sad. Either you got it, or it's like these people here, man, where you just, nigga, if I can't go, take my baby, take my son, take my daughter, and just get them out of here. And it's heartbreaking. Cause even I was over there, and we doing all little quote unquote humanitarian shit, and just trying to go out there to villages and telling people how to take care of themselves, wash and clean, and you just see like you go back at home where on Fox News or whatever news we have in these debates where if you poor, you shouldn't have a microwave. These people ain't got shit.
Yeah. That remind me of the scene from fucking Saving Private Ryan, where they in that French town and the fucking house is blown the fuck up, and it's a family say, "Hey, take my daughter," and then Vin Diesel take her and get shot in the process. But yeah, I mean, desperation and people doing shit, wild things just to try to make sure their baby get through.
It's sad, bro.
So I mean, what we looking at here is, I mean, I don't know if everybody saw it. Hopefully you did, but they fucking stormed the airport because anybody who was in country and trying to get out was at the airport trying to get on some fucking transport plane to get the fuck home or just get up out of there. Right. And so you have a U.S. Air Force plane and a big fucker too. What is that?
I think that might be
big transport plane looking here.
C-17
or I think that is a 117.
Yeah. So basically, they had a ramp or a ladder that was headed up to get in, and you had everybody hanging off the ladder like just stuffed together trying to get on there because you heard gunshots in the back. Taliban was on the way, and so whoever was lucky enough to get on the plane I guess they strapped their seatbelt and got ready to go. Anybody who was not able to get on the plane was outside the plane on the tarmac, chasing that motherfucker as it was heading down the runway. And motherfuckers in like where the wheels are down, they was just trying to hang on to the wheel, hang on to something to see if they could sneak on the plane from the bows. And it did not end well.
No.
Yeah, I heard something about they found some human remains in like a wheel well of one of them. I don't know if it's this particular plane, but one of those planes that had left from the Afghan airport, I guess in Kabul.
Yeah, that's just fun, man. So go ahead and play it, man.
I'll play it.
Everybody running alongside the plane. And you got people trying to hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
Damn. Oh, man. Go ahead.
So they held on to the plane while that shit went airborne, and people are dropping off the plane.
Oh, shit.
From hundreds of feet of altitude.
Right.
Maybe thousands. Maybe thousands feet altitude.
Probably unbeknownst to the pilots.
Yeah, the pilots don't know.
Yeah,
probably just pulling the wheel in, and they was holding on to that motherfucker, and they said,
And the pilot, they ain't got no peripheral vision.
No.
All right, I guess we. Shit.
It's like when motherfuckers was jumping out the towers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what reminded me of.
Yep.
Let's go on to COVID news. Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick says niggers. I'm sorry. Sorry. I read that wrong. African Americans who have not been vaccinated are driving COVID surge.
Wow.
I ain't even heard this before.
Wow.
When Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick was asked about the surge in coronavirus cases during a Thursday night appearance on Fox News, of course, the Republican said African Americans who have not been vaccinated are the biggest group in most states contributing to the spike. And that's weird. That's some. If you look at it, it's weird wording. Why are only the African Americans who have not been vaccinated, as opposed to any other American who hasn't been vaccinated? Wouldn't they all contribute?
Pretty much.
Yeah, and African Americans make up a small population of
very small
percentage of most populations.
Now, as we get into it, I will say there are a large population of African Americans who have not been vaccinated, but the way he said it and the way it reads, only African Americans who aren't vaccinated are the only ones who contribute to this, right? If you read what he's saying,
the way it's worded and the way he's saying it is as such, right?
Correct. So,
well, he didn't say it says the biggest group, not the only group.
Yeah, but
I don't even think. I mean, I need to see some numbers on that for real.
Yeah.
Which I don't even know how you could really determine who's contributing the most. Like, because you have to then pinpoint the startup. Where spread of infections have come from. You know what I mean? So that'd be difficult to do anyways. But as I was just saying, African Americans make up a small percentages of most states' population. So just numbers wise, they don't even seem too accurate.
Right.
I feel like he's trying to come for my daughters. I slapped that nigga.
They too young to get vaccinated?
My youngest is. The oldest one, I would have got it done this summer, but complications and shit.
And real talk, I just, I've been in the city for the last couple of days, yesterday and today, which of course has a higher percentage of black people than in Columbia where I live at. And I done went to quite a few places. Well, I ain't been out a whole bunch, but when we went to eat at Gates, which they was enforcing that shit strictly. But I just stopped by the motherfucking little gas station to grab a beer on the way to Joe's crib, which is right in the hood. Everybody's masked up. Obviously I don't know who was vaccinated, who ain't vaccinated. I ain't running no motherfucking poll. But when I go around Colombia, nigga, that's a chances are people ain't wearing a mask. You know what I'm saying? And the vast majority of those people are white people. Now I ain't in Texas, I'm in Missouri, but from what I see, man, black people are more apt to be masked up whether or not they're vaccinated than the white people. This is just from my own observation, but that's what I see.
And that's what I think. That's what we talked about last week with Damon. I get people not wanting to get injected. You know what I'm saying? I get that.
Yeah.
It's a personal choice. It's we had anti-vaxxers long before COVID came along, and we talked about that shit. We had several episodes. We talked about anti-vaxxers before that. So I get the hesitancy, but they do know that the shit's real, and they do take measures. They may not take that measure, but they do take measures. In my observation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, motherfuckers ain't just out here denying that the shit it even exists.
Right. They ain't out here talking about the Wu flu.
And then, as you said, Zev, the latest data from the Texas Department of State Health Services shows the African American population there is not driving the increase in cases. Black residents in Texas accounted for 16.4% of the state's cases and 10.2% of deaths as of August 13th. While vaccination rates are low among black Texans, the highest coronavirus cases rates are among whites and Hispanics, who make up 34.9% and 35.8% in state cases, respectively, according to the latest data.
Oh, wow.
There you go, right there. There you go. And also, man, black people tend to stay in their own areas, which is, a whole nother discussion about black on black crime and all that.
Yep.
But it's not like black people just out here mingling and mixing, with a bunch of white people and, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Yeah. I just didn't like the wording of it. And then,
that's because it was some fuck shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And still, like that whole thing, African Americans who have not been vaccinated are the biggest group in most states contributing to the spike. It's just like that wording out of context. It just rings of what happens here in America. When in doubt, blame a nigga.
And I'm sure, like,
is that plus it's partisan?
Yes, agreed. Yeah,
it's I think it's rooted in partisanship, but I think racism is the underlying current, even though thinly veiled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and because it was brought to another chat group, but as Joe said, there is some truth, but you got to dig through all the racism to find the truth. I said that for the most part, but it's what always happens. There's that very thin veil of truth, and then blame a nigga, and then you'll figure the rest out.
Well, who was that? Was that George Bush Sr. When he was running for president? I think that was Senior that was talking about the welfare queens and shit like that.
Yeah.
it
And
was Senior.
Was trying to use that as a reason to cut those social services like food stamps and light welfare, because they could pick out one or two examples of some black mother that made some sort of come up, whatever. You know what I'm saying? On the welfare, on the back of welfare, even though the majority of recipients of welfare are white women, actually.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or at least at that time. I don't know exactly what the numbers are today, but the fact of the matter is that this is the United States of America, and it's still majority white country. So,
no, he probably said that and then did the research and like,
yeah.
Why West Virginia just glowing?
Right, exactly.
And they vote all Republican there for the most part. Ooh, no, we can't get rid of this welfare. Oh no. You know what? We'll get on TV and just say real bad things about niggas, and these poor white folks will vote for us still.
Yeah, that should work. Always has. So I don't see why not.
Hey, just use different words, but the same message.
Yep.
break bread with your brothers whenever possible.